2, 1, and we're away.
G'day guys, just having a bit of a protein shake to help with the recovery after running yesterday's Brisbane Marathon. Oh man, it's a little bit chilly down here in the garage this morning. It's where I do most of my filming, but yeah, a little bit on the coolish side. Brisbane Marathon, the pacing, 3 hours 45. I didn't realise how much I'd missed pacing over the past 5 years. Had so much fun, especially on the second loop of the 2-lap course. A lot of fun helping people get across the line in under that 3 hours 45. Huge shout out to also my partner in crime on the day, Adam, who helped drive the 3 hours 45 train. Now, I'd like to say that everything went to clockwork and it was a perfect run for pacing the 3 hours 45, but it wasn't. I had issues with the Garmin in the early stages. The GPS readings were just all over the place. So much so that our first 5 kilometres was way too quick. We went through in the official time of 25:16. Should have been 26:40. My apologies to everyone who was following the 3 hours 45 train. The GPS was just way off hand. I think the running through the city streets, the tall buildings really did affect with the readings in that first 5 kilometres. But after that, really settled into some nice pace. And I think the splits from there ranged from low 26s up to just a tick over 27 minutes in the last 5 kilometre split. Now, that wasn't the only thing that played up on the day. The Garmin, I don't know what happened, but I had awful issues with it. Just wouldn't turn on at various stages throughout the marathon. So I haven't got a lot of footage, unfortunately. I'm not sure whether the cold weather affected it. It was quite a cool morning yesterday for the start of the marathon. I took the battery out while I was running, changed it over as well. But yeah, I don't know, just gave up the ghost. Didn't have any footage from the finish, unfortunately. And the bling, there it is, 30th edition of the Brisbane Marathon. Fantastic run event yesterday, and how good is it running across the iconic Story Bridge? Not once, but 4 times, running through the city streets, also running over the other side of the river along the river walk and through one of the suburbs on the outskirts of the Brisbane CBD, New Farm, and the crowd support out on course as well are fantastic, so top notch there. And to the volleys as well, and the marshals out there on course, and some of those water station personnel, they really did give the runners a lift as they came through. So all round to everyone, thanks very much. And for me personally, shout out to Atlas Events too for allowing me to do the pacing.
Hey, can you turn that around? Hey? Yeah, turn it around. Hey, what about the bit at the back here?
Hey? I've got it on you, there you go. Don't go shy.
No, I'll go past you, look.
It was an early start, 6 a.m. for the marathon, and the half marathon was also run in conjunction, so the first loop was pretty busy. Now for me, my strategy in that first loop was just to make sure that whoever was running the marathon at that 3 hours 45 pace just knew exactly where the water stops were, and that I was able to navigate as best as possible through some pretty heavy traffic until things sort of, spread out a little bit after about, I'd say about 5 to 8 kilometres. So after coming through halfway, I think my halfway split was about 1:49 high. That first 21.1k had got about 2 to 2.5 minutes up on gold time, and this is when I started to get more vocal with the group that I was running with.
Halfway, guys.
Come on, guys. You're legends. You're going to make it.
Of course we're going to make it. Best group on the course here.
Need a Debbie?
First marathon.
Oh, well done, Debbie! Yes! Finish it off, Debbie. Stay with him. You can do it, Debbie. Stay.
We peeled off from the half marathoners, and I think we were left with a group of about 8 or 10. And from there through until about 32 kilometres, we all worked really well together. It was a great group. Special mention to Debbie, who did her first marathon. She really battled hard through those last few kilometres to get through to the finish. I think she ended up with a 3:42. Also to, I hope I'm going to get this name right, but Makey. She said to me at halfway, I'm just going to stay in front of you, and she did. I picked her up, I think, on the last hill, about 2 kilometres from the finish. Yeah, it was a real joy to help her across the finish line as well. And then because I was a little bit ahead of schedule, I went back out on course, got a couple of more runners through under that 3 hours 45. And I think the one guy was Stephen. I can't remember your last name, Stephen, but we ran about the last half kilometre together. Stephen was really struggling, but we made a real dash for the finish line. And I think he came in around 3:44 and 30 seconds. So well done, Stephen. But overall, it was a really fantastic morning. I really enjoyed the pacing, as I said earlier on, and it's something that I think that I will endeavour to do a lot more of now. It's just a real joy to help people to reach a goal of running, whether it be their first marathon, maybe it's the first time that they've targeted that time, or whatever it may be. But there were several runners out there, close by to me, who were running their first marathon, and it was just fantastic to see. So hopefully in the future I can do some more pacing, whether it be in the half marathon or the marathon. Got to keep that recovery up. Yeah, it's something that, as I said, I really do enjoy. And I think as I'm getting older, realising that my joy of running is not so much about me anymore. It's about helping other people on their own running journey. And I guess here on the channel as well, while I'm documenting my own running adventures, and I hope in some ways that I am inspiring other runners, especially those runners who have found the sport a little bit later in their life. And yeah, I just hope that I can inspire them to lace up the shoes, get out the door, and really create their own running experiences. So there we go, guys, the Brisbane Marathon. Another bling to put up there behind me. Alright guys, if you did run the Brisbane Marathon yesterday, Sunday, June 5, let me know down in the comments how you got on, were you happy with your time, what you've got coming up in future. And if you did race anywhere else in the world over the weekend, let me know down in the comments as well. Love getting all your comments. I do get around to answering them all, so yeah, hit me up in those comments. One final thing before I do go, guys, everyone who shouted out to me out there on course at the Brisbane Marathon and spoke to me afterwards, thanks very much for making yourself known to me, and just the fact that you all came up and said that how much you enjoyed watching these videos here on the channel. So guys, really do appreciate that. Keep watching, lots more to come here on the channel, but for now, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, run free, run happy. I'll see you in the next video.